Hi everyone, welcome to the series of lectures on Python programming language offered by Undergrad Academy. In today's session, we will look at the operators in Python. So first of all, let's have a look at today's agenda. Today we will look at what are operators, what are the type of operators, and discuss all the types of operators in Python. So what are operators? Operators are the constructs which can manipulate the value of operands. Consider this expression, this 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Here 4 and 5 are called the operands and this plus sign is called the operator. So we'll discuss all of the operators, and here are all the type of operators. First of all, we have arithmetic operators, comparison or relational operators, assignment operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators, identity operators. So let's have a look at the Python arithmetic operators. Here we have the plus, minus, multiply and divide, which is addition, which will add two operands, x plus 5, a subtraction, which will subtract two operands, x minus 5, multiplication, which will multiply two operands, x multiplied by y, and division, which is a float. So this division will give the answer in float, which will divide the first and operand by the second, that is x divided by y. Moreover, in Python arithmetic operators, we have this modulus, which will return the remainder when first operand is divided by the second, here x modulus y, and double multiplication, which is equivalent to exponential, which will raise the first number to the power of the second, so it will be x to the power y. And we have the double division, which is equivalent to floor division, which will divide the first operand by the second and will give the answer in integer form, as it will truncate the floating parts. So it is equal to x double divide y. So let's have a look at all of them in our PyCharm. So here I have written all the possible types of Python arithmetic operators. Here I have declared x is equals to 15 and y is equals to 4. So x plus y is equals to will be equals to 19, x minus 5 will be equals to 11, x multiplied by y, that is 15 into 4, will be equals to 60, 15 divided by 4 will be equals to 3.75, 15 mod 4 is equals to 3. So we need to calculate mod, like if we will multiply this 4 with a number that will give an answer less than 15, like we will multiply this 4 with 3 so get 12, because if we multiply 4 with 4 we'll get 16 and it will become greater than 15. So we'll multiply 4 with 3 to get 12, and we will subtract 12 from 15, like 15 minus 12, so we'll get 3. So it is a remainder, it is a modulus of x and y. So and 15 divided by y, double divided by y will give the integer value and will be equal to 3, not 3.75 like this. And x double multiplied by y will actually raise this 4 to the power 15, like 15 to the power 4 will give 450625. So let's run this. So I have got all the output statements. Secondly, we have the Python comparison operators. We have double equals, which is equal to equal. So it will check if x is equal to y. We have not equal, x is not equal to y. We have greater than, x is greater than y. We have less than, x is less than y. We have greater than or equal to, it will check if x is greater than or equal to y, and less than or equal to, it will check x if x is less than or equal to y. So let's have a look at all of them in our PyCharm. Here I have all the comparison or relational operators in Python. So first of all, I have x is equals to 10 and y is equals to 12. So we'll check if x is greater than y. So here 10 is not greater than 12, so it will give false, and 10 is less than y, so it will give true. 10 is equals to 12, it will give false. 10 is not y, it will give true, because 10 and 12 are not equal because of this not operator. If x is greater or equal to y, it will give false, because x is neither greater nor equal to 12. Similarly, for x is less than or equal to y, it will give true, because x is not equal to y but x is less than y. So let's run this. So here we have x is greater than false, true, false, true, false, true. So on number 3, we have Python assignment operators. Here we have the is equals to operator, which will assign this value 5 to this x, which is x equals to 5. It is same as x is equals to 5. We have plus is equals to. That is, x plus is equals to 5 is equivalent to x is equals to x plus 3. So it will add the x as well as 3 in it. So this plus equal to is equivalent to this x plus 3. Similarly, minus equivalent to is equals to x minus equivalent to 3 is equals to x minus 3. Multiply and is equals to x multiply is equals to 3. It is same as x is equals to x multiplied by 3. And similarly for division, it is equals to x is equals to x divided by 3. And for modulus, x is equals to x modulus 3. And all of them are similar to each other. So here I have written an example for Python assignment operators. I have assigned x is equals to 3. And if I increment x is equals to x plus 3, it will give 6. And similarly, if I do this x plus is equals to 3, instead of this x is equals to x plus 3, it will again give 6 obviously. So it means that this x is equals to x plus 3 is equal to x plus is equals to 3. So let's run this. So see, both of these will give the answer 6, will give the same answer. So both are equivalent to each other. On number 4, we have Python logical operators. The operator name is AND. It will return true if both the statements are true. Here, if x is less than 5 and x is less than 10, only if both of these statements are true, that is x is less than 5 and x is less than 10, only if both of these true, then it will return true. Another operator is OR. It will return true if one of the statement is true. X is less than 5 or x is less than 4. If any of these conditions are true, it will return true. Not will reverse the result, returns false if the result is true. Not x is less than 5 and x is less than 10. If both of the statements are true, it is AND. So it will both the statements have to be true. And if both the statements are true, with a not, it will return false. If without the not, it will return true, and with not, it will return false. So let's have a look at them in our pie chart. So here I have an example for Python logical operator. It says that x is equals to 4, y is equals to 4, and z is equals to 4. It will check if x is equal to y and if y is equal to z. It will say yes, true. It will print this statement only if both of these statements are true because of this AND operator here. So let's run this. So it says yes, true. If I change any of these, like if I change it to 5, it will not run this statement inside the print because it will not jump to this statement because this statement is false. So if I change this, because in AND operator, both of these statements have to be true, but in OR condition, only one condition have to be true, like if y is equals to z or if x is equals to y. So let's say that x is equals to y, but y is not equals to z because I've changed the value of z to 5. So let's run this. It will run this statement because this x is equals to y condition is true, that is 4 is equals to 4, but in the case of y is equals to z, the condition is not true. But because of this OR operator, it will run this statement because at least one statement is true here. For learning the Python bitwise operators, we first of all have to know what is a bit. Suppose that I have a number 5. In binary, it will be written like 0, 1, 0, 1. So here it is 0 or 1 or 0 or 1. These all are bits. So altogether, here we have 4 bits. So we have 4 types of binary arithmetic operations like binary addition, binary subtraction, binary multiplication, and binary division. To perform the binary addition, we have this like 0 plus 1 will be equal to 1. And if we add 1 with 0, it will return 1. But if we add 1 with 1, it will return 1, 0. So here we have 0 plus 1, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 0, and 1 will be here in the carry, and it will 0 plus 0 and 1. So it will give 1, 0, 0, 1. So we'll perform these binary addition in our PyCharm later. First, let's discuss the binary multiplication too. So if we multiply 1 with 0, it will return 0. If we multiply 1 with 0 again, it will return 0. But if we multiply 1 with 1, it will return 1. So here we have 1 into 0 is equals to 0, 0 into 0, 0, 1 into 1 is 1, and 0 into 0 will give 0. But this binary multiplication is not performed like this. It will be performed like we perform a multiplication on our normal decimal digits. So we'll get 4 5s are 20. 4 into 5, 20. So this multiplication will not be performed like this. Just to give you an overview of how to perform binary multiplication, we have written it like this. 1 into 1 is equals to 1 and 1 into 0 is equals to 0. So you just have to remember this too, that 0 into 1 is equals to 0 and 1 into 1 is equals to 1. So here we have the Python bitwise operators. Operator name is this. Operator is specified by this and its name is and the description is it sets each bit to 1 if both bits are 1, like 1 into 1 is equals to 1. Only if 1 into 1 is equals to 1, but if 0 into 1 is, obviously it is 0. So for OR we have the addition actually. So it sets bit 1 if one of two bits is 1, like 0 plus 1 or 1 plus 0 or 1 plus 1. So it will give 1. But if it is 0 plus 0, obviously it will give 0. So let's try them out in our PyCharm. So here I have written a code for Python bitwise operators and OR. This represents and this represents OR. I have declared A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 4. So we'll check if A and B, like A and B, and N is equal to true or 1 if both the bits are 1. And for OR, if only one bit is 1, it will give 1. So let's run this. So for this it will give 0. For this AND operation it will give 0, and for this OR operation it will give 14. So let's discuss how it is giving this 0 and 14. So what was happening in that bitwise AND operator is that it returns 1 if both the bits are 1, else 0. So this is how we write 10 in binary 1010, and this is how we write 4 in binary, that is 0100. So in order to perform this AND operation between this A and B, that is 1010 and 0100, so it returns 1 if both the bits are 1. So we have 0 and 0 multiplied by 0, it will give 0. 1 multiplied by 0, it will give 0. 0 multiplied by 1, it will give 0, and 1 multiplied by 0 will give 0. So because of this, we got this 0 in our PyCharm before. So here we have the bitwise OR operator. It returns 1 if either of the bits is 1, else it returns 0. So this is how we write 10 in binary 1010 and 4 in binary 0100. So in order to perform this OR operation between A and B, we write 1010 or 0100. So it returns 1 if at least one bit is 1. So here we have 0 plus 0, so it will give 0. We have 1 plus 0, it will give 1. We have 0 plus 1, it will give 1, and 1 plus 0, it will give 1. And this is equal to 14 in decimals. That's why we got 14 in our PyCharm last time we ran that code. So here we have the Python membership operators. Operator name is n, and it returns true if a sequence with a specified value is present in the object. Like we will check if x is present in y, and if this x is present in y, then it will return true. Similarly, for not in operator, it returns true if a sequence with a specified value is not present in the object. Like if x is not present in y, only then it will return true. Else if x is present in y, it will return false. So let's try them out in our PyCharm. So here I have written a piece of code for membership operators. I have declared that x is equals to hello, whereas y is equals to e. So it will check that if this y, that is e, is present in this hello in x. So it will check it will check that y in x or y not in x. So as this e is present in hello, it will return true, whereas in this condition it will return false because y is present in e and we are checking for not in. So let's run this. So it returns true for y is present in x and false for y not in x. So here we have Python identity operators. Operator name is and it returns true if both variables are the same object. Like if x and y are same objects, we will check if x is y, and if x is y, then it will return true, and if x is not y, then it will return false. For is not, it will return true if both of them are not same objects. Like if x is not y and we are checking for is not condition, it will return true. If we are checking for is condition, it will return false. So let's try them out in our PyCharm. So here I have written a piece of code for Python identity operators. I have declared x1 is equals to 5 and y1 is equals to 5. So if we see that if x1 is not y, like it will check if both of these are equal, if both of these are same. So else here x1 is equal to y, x1 is y, so it will return false here because of this not, and it will return true here because x1 is y. Actually x1 is y because both are equal to 5. So it returns false for the first statement, x1 is not y1, and return true for x1 is y1. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching us. Please take up some time to subscribe to our channel, kindly like the video and share it with your friends, and comment your queries in the comment section below. Goodbye, see you soon.